Your News is a service of Missouri Southern. MSSU would like to invite your business to sign up for the Spring Career Fair Wednesday, March 6th at the Leggett and Platt Athletic Center. Recruit the best at the Spring Career Fair and hire a line. When you see news, call or text our tip line at 417-208-9TIP. For News Talk KCRG, I'm Steve Smith on KIX 102.5.
Increasing clouds this afternoon with highs in the upper 70s. We'll see some clouds tonight with lows right around 60. Sunny and breezy and 82 for Tuesday. Way cooler, though, on Wednesday. Sunshine highs right around 42.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar is not showing anything over the 4 states.
39 in Grove, 43 in Pittsburgh, 51 in Joplin. To get signed up for severe weather alerts, head to the KIX app.
Time now for the KIX Kids Pledge, and today we're featuring Mrs. Stribling's 5th grade class.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great job, guys. And if you'd like your kids to be on the KIX Kids Pledge, all you got to do is go to the Morning KIX page at KIX1025.com and click on the button there to find out how to upload your audio.
Or if it's easier, just call us and we can record them, 623-1025.
Here's Luke Combs
On the 4 states, number 1 for country.
KIX 102.5. Obi-Wan. Yep.
Yeah.
Why don't I go over what we're doing at 20 before we hit the news?
I don't know. That would be smart. That would be
sense,
very,
wouldn't it?
very
I mean,
smart.
well, then, therefore, we must never do it.
Mm-hmm. Good morning,
Never.
Megan.
Never, ever. Never, ever, 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 ever,
Never,
ever,
ever,
ever, ever, ever, ever, ever.
Miss Jackson. Ooh. Remember that song?
What?
Miss Jackson.
Miss Jackson?
Yeah. By Outkast.
Oh, yeah.
The song came out when I was like in the 5th grade, and I thought it was like hilarious. I loved it.
I can't remember how it went, but
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh.
Bye, Miss Jackson. The guy's voice is so
I am
weird.
for real. Never meant to make your doctor cry. I apologize a trillion times.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Forever, ever, forever, ever. See, Megan knows.
Morning, everybody.
It's just Megan. It's Megan.
I mean, just Megan body.
Megan body. Oh my gosh, Megan sent more pictures of the puppies.
Which one of them are you going to shave, Megan?
Strange question to ask.
Well, it's a valid one, though. Deserves an answer. All right.
Okay. What are you doing?
Right.
I'm trying to show you these pictures.
No, I refuse to look at the picture.
Look at the puppies. What are you doing? They
Where's
can't
the
see
picture?
you. They can't see you.
See any of them.
Okay. Morning, Megab. Morning, Sheila. Look at the puppies in a pile. The little dog pile. So precious. This. Shave none of them. Bathe them all. I can only hope, Sheila. So how's everyone doing? How was your weekend? Good morning, Jamie. You just missed Randy. He left with a box on his head. I don't know what he's doing out there, but I'm hearing a lot of thumping. Isn't this weather just beautiful? We pulled out the hammock this weekend, and it was just lovely. There were a lot of times where I just stood outside and just like soaked in the sun. It was so great. Marissa got Platinum 2 in groups and invite to New York. Oh my gosh, good for her, Sheila. Congratulations, Marissa. So what happens in New York? You didn't sleep well? How come?
sleep for a little while, wake up, 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 sleep. Okay.
What are you going to put in your garden?
The charts this week.
What are you putting in your garden this year, Megan?
Weed. Morning, Sheila. Morning, Jimmy.
Nick's was very snuggly last night, so we were spooning. It was very sweet.
Marissa got platinum in 2 groups. She got an invite to New York. Don't fall for that, Sheila. Do not go to New York. Okay, let's see if the camera... Nope, it sure isn't. So I will send an email.
Oh my gosh. Masterclass meet and greet with Rockettes and other dancers and other thing at As If Week. Wow. That's amazing. Well, she deserves it. She is a heck of a dancer. And at her age, I mean, it's going to be crazy. She can only get better. I went to baby shower yesterday, a little over a month before baby. That's exciting. So on Saturday, Beans and the boy went to Brickfest in Springfield, which is a giant like Lego festival. And they had so much fun. They got to build bajillion things and build race cars and race them and be a part of a giant mural and a big Marvel versus DC puzzle and all sorts of really cool stuff. But because they were in Springfield all day, Kyle and I got to spend the entire day together, which was awesome. And we did nothing. We binged The Office. It was so great.
Man, just imagine if you'd been lost. You'd originally committed to.
Hey, we're still going to do it. But right now, I am Team Office.
What if you went back and forth?
We've thought about that. Megan says, I'm planting 2 types of squash, jalapenos, bell peppers, snap peas, and sunflowers.
We started watching
Yummy.
the show Constellation on Apple TV with, what's her name? Roomba? No, Roomba. It may be Roomba. The Skeletor face girl that played Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Rooney Mara.
Rooney Mara. That's her name. Rooney Mara. In it. And it's about a woman who's on the International Space Station. They're doing an experiment up there with something. I've not figured out what the experiment was yet. But it causes the convergence of 2 separate realities. And she's not figured out yet that that's what's going on. She thinks she's crazy. Mm-hmm. She goes back home and her car that was red is blue. And her daughter does not really... It's not that she doesn't know her. She just recognizes that something's off. They've been so close before. Mm-hmm. And she keeps having these flashback of memories and things. And anyway, it's kind of cool.
And where are you watching it?
3 on Apple TV. There's only been 3 episodes. The new one comes out this Wednesday. Apple TV made me so mad. So Friday night, you go on Apple TV, it says, coming Friday to Apple TV. The Napoleon movie with, what's his name?
What's his face? Yeah.
Yeah. And they've been saying that for the past year. This is just like Killers Under the Flower Moon. This is something Apple does, I guess. If you pay for Apple TV, you don't really get Apple TV until after they've tried to get you to pay for it again.
Of course. Here we go.
But they meant this next Friday, I guess. On Friday. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 709.
Super nice today. Increasing clouds, highs nearing 80. It's 51 in Joplin.
And got some bad news if you are a not a Mandalorian fan, but a Obi-Wan fan. The Obi-Wan series that came out last year on Disney.
It looks like they're not going to do another season of it.
Nope, they've announced, they said, nope, no more. No more seasons, no more Obi-Wan.
Which is crazy. Wasn't it like one of the best of the Star Wars shows they've done?
Was the absolute best. And it was one of the more popular Star Wars series that they've done. But I guess they've got their reasons at Disney.
Well, we're going to find out what those are?
Yes, or at least speculate in just 10 minutes.
Here's Darius Rucker.
On the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
speaking of shows, this really ticked me off over the weekend. So Beetlejuice 2, the new movie, is coming out in September.
Mm-hmm.
And so my wife is like, really? We were watching an old episode of Frasier over the weekend, and Michael Keaton was on it. And I'm like, he was on this show? Why? And I was like, was that around the time that Batman and Beetlejuice and the whole Michael Keaton craze came out? Maybe it was. So she didn't know that there was going to be a Beetlejuice 2. And I'm like, oh, yeah, it's coming out in September. I bet there's a trailer. So we go on YouTube and look up a trailer, which you yourself can do. There is no trailer for this movie yet, but the clickbaiters have made trailers. What is with this fan-made trailer?
Some of them are really good.
They suck.
Not all of them.
I mean, they look real, yes, but they're inaccurate. They have nothing to do with the movie. So what they did was they took little snippets and scenes from old Beetlejuice, other movies, but they used an AI-generated Michael Keaton voice. So Michael Keaton, the Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice is supposed to be like this, animated and everything. But instead he sounds like this all the time. And you're like, what?
That's right.
I was watching it going, this is more like a horror movie. And Gina goes, I'm not sure I want to see that. It's not the movie. Mm-hmm. It's a clickbait. There is so much inaccuracy. It made me mad.
Morning, Tiffany. Good morning, Flitterflucker.
Yeah, apparently, Tim, what's his name, that's making the movie?
Tim Burton?
Yeah, Tim Burton has not produced a trailer yet.
I wonder
even
why.
Though it's coming out in September. I don't know. That's weird, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You would think they would have been promoting this like 6 to 9 months before. Maybe he recognizes that it's not going to need that much promotion to be successful.
Maybe, but you would still think that there'd be a trailer.
I'm predicting this will be one of the bigger movies of the year.
Good morning, Lisa. She said, went and saw the movie Ordinary Angels with Hilary Swank after church. It's a must-see.
I've heard about this movie. I've heard that it is really, really, really good. I heard a review not too long ago, and the reviewer from out of Los Angeles was saying, oh my gosh, this is insanely good movie.
I don't think you've even heard about it. What is it?
It's about, and it's, let me make sure I get it right.
Nathan says, my new job tried to sign me up for a 401k, but I declined. There's no way I could ever run that far.
It's a lady who's a hairdresser, and she gets a renewed sense of purpose when she meets a widowed father working hard to care for his 2 daughters. So with his youngest critically ill and waiting for a liver transplant. So it's about her deciding to give this girl a liver transplant. It's pretty much what it's about.
I agree, Megan.
And the guy who played Reacher, Jack Reacher, Alan Richardson, is in this too.
Oh, okay.
Big dude.
Big dude.
Yeah. Which I've been going back through all my Reacher books and listening to them. I'm on like number 6 or 7.
Okay.
And there was one. So I own all these audiobooks that I bought long time ago, back before Audible and everything. I have the digital audio copies. And I came upon one that I had never heard before that I owned. I don't know how that happened. How do you have a book and...
I don't know. It's one of those Randy Brooks skills, I guess.
I guess so. I played Friday night. Finally was able to sleep in on Saturday, but played Friday night. Everything went really, really well.
Good.
We had our record attendance.
I saw Gina's pictures. Looked fun.
Look at this. Oh, it's not in there. This is a shot from across the back of the audience.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. We probably
wow.
Barcode. I mean, it was. So there's a shot from across the back of the audience. They had so much fun, though. They did. Girls just want to have fun, and a couple of them got out there and led it, and the entire audience sang along at the beginning. You know, they always do these warm-up things.
Yeah.
And then they have a big dance party for the ladies afterwards, and they're all line dancing out in the lobby area, and it's just, they really have a blast. They have a boutique where they're selling special things. They had a necklace making station.
Cool.
Or bracelet. Maybe it's bracelets. bracelets or necklace, whatever. They have all these different things for them to do all over the building afterwards.
Yeah.
So I guess some of them stayed around till like 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Wow. What time did it get over?
I left, it was almost 10. We probably got done by 9:30, 9:15, 9:30, everything, the productions, everything all quit. But it's long.
Does it start at 6?
Yeah.
It was a 3-hour thing?
Yeah.
Whew.
Yep.
That's a lot.
And it's a lot.
Megan says, you remember to plug in your guitar. Good job.
It's an old joke. Let's let it go. I was showing
It's
that
still
to
funny.
my buddy Ronaldo. Oh, so he gets there and nothing's working. We're in rehearsals and he's like, I can't get any sound to come out. And of course, he's freaking out. And I want to try to help him fix this, because it's his first big production he's ever played. So I take my guitar off and we go over there while they're still playing, in rehearsals. And I go over and we start looking into it. And the other guitarist who's playing bass that night, he comes over and we all start trying to figure out what it is. And he goes back and looks at the direct box processor, which has been giving us a lot of trouble here lately. And he's like, I see a little bit of signal, but not much. I said, can you turn it up? And he turns his send up full blast and it doesn't affect anything. We go through all these troubleshooting steps that we do, and we can't figure it out. Finally, one of the techs comes up and discovers that he had accidentally unplugged the direct box there next. Yep. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 717.
Increasing clouds this afternoon. Still fairly warm, though, with highs nearing 80. It's 51 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in about 6 minutes. Plus, we've got a movie for Jen to review. We're going to find out what she thought about the love story Scarface from over the weekend.
Not a love story, but I'm going to tell you all about that in just about 18 minutes.
So, I hope you weren't a fan of the Obi-Wan series that Disney had. You remember?
Yeah, they're not bringing it back, right?
You remember this? It's one where Obi-Wan's living in the desert and he fights with Anakin or Darth Vader, and it was really intense. And everybody's like, holy cow, that was better than most of the Disney movies.
Did they have Ewan McGregor in this one?
Yes. And Hayden
Christensen, yeah.
Yes, they had all these back into this. So it was really, really well done. And Disney has said, no, we will not be doing it again.
Why?
They're blaming it on the cost of Ewan McGregor. However, Ewan McGregor's people have come out and said, no, it's because Disney does not want to undermine the rest of the franchise with the quality level set too high.
I think it's a little too late for that.
No kidding. I'm not. What? So you don't want the quality to be so good that you can't meet the bar with any of your other shows?
Why don't you just raise the quality of everything else?
Dumb it down so that's the new standard is what Disney's motto is.
Oh,
So
come on.
I hope you weren't a fan because it will not be coming back. They're pretty much saying no more Obi-Wan. 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 Ben Kenobi. Jedi Master, that was on Disney, but apparently won't be on anymore because Ewan McGregor wants more money than they're willing to pay him. Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan. Bring back Obi-Wan. Maybe if they offered him free admission into Disney World, not like all the time, but maybe once every now and again, every couple of years or so, that would work. I don't know. Obi-Wan! Obi-Wan!
It's Morning KIX with Randy and Jen on the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Oh, good. Tiffany got to use her Simple Simons certificate.
Yeah.
Covered both her and the hubby at the buffet. Since none of my kids were under 5, they ate for free.
Wow.
Nice.
That is so great, Tiffany. What'd you think of Simple Simon's Pizza? Did you like it?
She said it was so good.
I really like it. I like their sauce.
I haven't eaten there yet, but they have gluten-free pizza.
Yeah, who cares?
I love it. What? Rude. Your mom's face is rude. Simple Simon's Pizza.
Wait a minute. Nathan said my new job.
I already said that
Oh.
to you when you were like,
I wasn't listening. I think we ought to play Obi-Wan once a week, just with no context.
Oh, yeah?
Obi-Wan.
Oh, you can get the pizza bowls at Simple Simon's. That's so cool.
Their crust is it's a sourdough crust, or at least partly sourdough. So it's not exactly like the old pizza that we used to have on Rangeline, but it's nostalgic of that.
This calzone looks insanely good.
Let's go get some right now.
I
I'm
can't-
starving.
They're not even not even
just
open.
break in. I bet they have some left over in there.
You break in.
You break in.
You break
Your
in.
face breaks in.
No, probably. They don't open till 11.
Dang it.
So we're not even
I'll be
close.
dead long before then. Died of starvation. If you could have just held out for another 45 minutes. So,
The calzone was so good. Tiffany had the calzone. And their ranch is so good. Do they make their own ranch?
did we do the Hoorah movie? Sensible Woman? We did that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you're pretty much done with Al Pacino.
Oh, but I like Al Pacino. I want more
you
Al
could do
Pacino.
The Godfather 2. You did.
I did.
Yeah. Do The Godfather 3, but I don't recommend it.
You got all your paperwork done for what? Shalala.
La 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 la.
Man, Kyle and I were craving cinnamon rolls on Saturday. We both were like, man, that would be so good right now.
You know what I'm craving right now?
You're just
My
hungry.
wife makes this omelet.
He talks about these omelets a few
I
times every week.
swear
I'm
to you
not
guys,
even
they
kidding.
are the greatest thing in the whole wide world. She is just amazing at them, and she makes them for me on Saturdays, and sometimes Mondays or Tuesdays or Wednesdays or Thursdays or Fridays. It's when I ask for it.
We did gluten-free hamburger helper last night. It was
That sounds
fabulous.
disgusting.
It was
My wife
so
makes
good.
these omelets that has ham and mushroom and green and red peppers in them and onions, and it's got mozzarella cheese layered, and they're like this thick.
It sounds
You can
great.
Slice it into little narrow slices that you then eat as if you were civilized, along with hash brown and sausage. It's just. She put salsa inside the omelet too after it's cooked.
Yeah.
Part of the cool down process. It's
Fabulous.
just, I mean, I've written songs about it. I've not let her hear them yet because they're not good enough yet.
Megan, that reminds me of the character, what was it? The Amanda Show or all that? Girl that's like, I like eggs.
I like, hey. Yeah.
Oh, for your new job. Okay. Gotcha.
What happened to Amanda Bynes? So let's not go.
Oh, bless Amanda Bynes. She's back to doing a podcast, though. She was doing it, and then she decided she wasn't getting good enough guests, and so she quit. Now she's like, I'm gonna
Does
stick with
the crazy
it.
leak through on the podcast?
I feel like she's very
Reserved?
kind of, yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
feel
go
like
on
she's-
expecting to hear chainsaws running in the background, and you.
I feel like she is incredibly concerned about what people are going to say about her. That's the impression that I
Well, then leave your clothes on.
Oh my gosh, Megan, that sounds so good. She made pork chops, green beans, and broccoli cheese rice. Yum.
Well, I'm not getting any response on that. On
On what? Which one?
the photo, website.
Oh. I didn't think you would. It's not even 8 yet.
Well, other times they're right on there. You know what I should have done is tagged other people in. That would have gotten.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the way to do it.
Not like anybody watches it there anyway. It's without the chat. What's the benefit?
For dinner tonight, what do I want to do?
Omelet. Do this omelet. What you want to do is like cook mushrooms and ham. She puts ham in it too. Mushrooms, ham.
I think I could do pancakes. Would be nice.
No, do an. Are you listening to me at all? Okay, and then red and green peppers and onions, mushrooms,
Or
mozzarella
sausage.
cheese.
I've got sausage and eggs. I could do in a
Listen
little
to me,
burrito.
Jen. Do this omelet really thin and fold it over, and then you put salsa.
I can't even make a thick omelet. What makes you think I can do a thin omelet?
You want to borrow my video? Changed my wife's life, which changed mine.
I don't know that I want to watch.
Not
Borrow
that video. The omelet video. The omelet video that I have.
I don't know, like, how long does he cook the skinny little egg thing for?
You watch it.
How hot does he make the
That was,
pan?
I don't know. You'd have to ask Gina that. But
See?
she
I don't
uses
know
a
this
griddle, so she just gets it really hot. I don't.
like an electric griddle?
Yeah, she has an electric one that she uses on top.
I don't
of the
have an
stove.
electric griddle. I don't think. Oh yeah, we do have an electric griddle. Now I think about it, Kyle's got a big one
Yeah, there you go.
that we've never used. I don't think.
That's what she does. She actually, I think, cooks the ham and stuff in another pan off to the side. So she gets that cooked while she's cooking the egg and everything. And then she just adds those into it, folds it over, and boop, it's done. Literally takes 5-6 minutes to do.
But how does she cook it on the? How big is your griddle? Well, how does the egg not go crazy? How does she keep any shape to it?
No, it started at 7. Oh, the event started at 7. They opened the doors at 6.
There
That's
you
what
go.
she was. Okay. But they were there at 6. How does she what?
How does she make it have a shape?
She just spread it out thin. So,
Well, what's that face? What are you doing?
I'm showing you. That's how you do it.
Oh my gosh, Red Lobster sounds so good. Y'all making me hungry.
Well,
Red Lobster, they have a gluten-free Cheddar Bay biscuit
it may not for very
at
long.
Walmart.
Have you not heard what they did?
Who, Red Lobster?
Mhm.
What did Red Lobster do?
So they've revealed that they've lost so many billions or millions of dollars on the all-you-can-eat deal that they do.
Mm-hmm.
Is this all hers, I guess? Yeah, I think so.
So they're not going to do it anymore?
So, well, it may cause them to go out of business.
No way. Red Lobster, really?
Yeah.
Why can't you eat at Red Lobster, Sheila?
They banned her.
None for you, Glen Coco.
I don't know what happened to that video.
It's gone?
I don't have it. So, yeah, Red Lobster, where is it? I just saw this.
Yes. Denver omelet with hash browns and gravy on the hash browns. Yes. Y'all, I'm too hungry for this. We need to talk about something else.
You know what you ought to do?
What?
You ought to do like this omelet like my wife makes.
Oh, did I tell you I had my home inspection?
When was that? Last Thursday?
It was last Thursday.
Just like you to leave us out of that.
Sorry about that.
Where did I see that story about Red Lobster? I thought it was on Morning Sidekick.
Are you allergic to seafood? Or lobster? What are you allergic to?
Well, life sucks. I saw that story.
So Kyle and I were talking yesterday about
Crazy ass.
What? Okay. Thank you. I don't want you dropped one. What is wrong with you? I think I've done gluten-free gravy like once, maybe twice. It's a lot of work, but it's still, and it's not nearly as good as like a good old white gravy because that's my favorite kind of gravy. But you can have fish. Interesting. I love seafood. Like sushi is just so good. When we were doing Radiothon last week, our St. Jude rep offered to get us lunch, and he brought up the sushi place a couple of times, and I was like, you don't have to convince me. Yes, always yes to sushi. And so he got us sushi, and it was just hit the spot. Morning, Heather Foyt. It's something they cook this seafood in. I got the kids asking about what animals you can eat and what you shouldn't eat. Birds are brought up. You can't eat pet birds, chicken and turkey, and maybe doves and ducks. What? With the little turtle on board. I think the one that I have, the turtle's pretty well rubbed off. Yeah.
Time for movie in a minute. Why do I keep doing that?
Movie. What is wrong with you? That's not what it's called. It's never been
Living
called.
in the past. Living in the past. I wish we could still do movie in a minute, though. I love that. I mean, it is the very definition of production value. Sound effects, music, voices, and all jock produced. So,
Well, then let's do it.
well, we don't have it. It doesn't exist anymore.
Make it ourselves.
You make it yourself.
You make it
I'm not
yourself.
making
You're
it
the
myself.
talented one.
I am not the talented one. I am the great fake.
In terms of who can do production, you definitely have the edge.
I can edit.
Here we go.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country.
You lied about Scarface. It is
What?
not
I
a
didn't-
romantic movie.
Well, it's all how you look at it, Jen.
I had to watch it for Jen's movie Rehab, and I've got my recap right after Luke Bryan.
Were you angry when you watched it?
A little bit, yes.
That's why
It's
seems-
KIX.
That's why you didn't get the romance aspect. If you come into the movie angry, then yeah, it's going to
No,
seem
the
like.
movie made me more angry to watch it.
Well, wait a minute. Did I make you more angry?
No, not you.
Oh, I didn't make you angry? Maybe you have an anger problem.
I just
Maybe you
have an
need to see
anger
somebody. If you know someone who has an anger problem, contact your hospital today. With just
Bless.
1-800-505-99.
I was trying to show you the pictures of the puppies, and you walked away earlier. Okay, great talk.
To me, it'll have a bigger impact if I wait like 4 years and then see them and go, oh my gosh, look how big they've gotten.
They have gotten so big from when they
See?
were born, though. They really have.
See?
And their little eyes are open.
They're going to be
the ears are going,
delicious.
bloop. Are you going to pee again? Oh, they're somewhere on my desk. Where are they? Here.
Or hurry. Or don't go yet. So we're being ornery. I know that you won't believe that, and it seems like the furthest thing from a possibility. So for some of you, this is a new reason to watch baseball this season. But last week, word was leaking out of spring training that the new baseball uniforms, which the players apparently hate, they always hate it when they change the uniforms, though. But this one specifically, they're getting really bad reviews, the new uniforms, because in an attempt to make them lighter and more breathable, the manufacturer, Nike, made them flimsy and cheap looking, according to the players. Some of the Baltimore Orioles players compared the new jerseys to a knockoff from TJ Maxx. And now the Players Association director, Tony Clark, has voiced another concern. He said that the pants are see-through.
For the baseball players, right?
Yeah, that you can see through them.
On purpose?
I mean, if you want to up attendance at the ballpark, this is how you up attendance.
Is it the Major League Baseball, or is this like the Savannah Bananas?
Major League Baseball. Minnesota players are complaining that everyone can see the Twins. So, I mean, the count could presumably be 5 balls, 2 strikes.
Are they starting to have little personalities? Are you figuring out what they're like?
You go to the
Temperaments.
ballpark to hear the crack of the bat and to see the crack of the players. What would you advertise on someone's athletic cup? Ballpark Franks? Play crack a bottle.
Crack
Or
them
walk up.
I tried a new hairstyle today, and I don't like it. I've decided.
What did you do? Why don't you like it?
Because this pony is too
Pony.
little. And I
Too
was supposed to
little.
pull this little bit back here, and it's like not even. And I wish it were bigger.
Turn around, let me see the back.
No, I don't want to show you the back.
Come on. Come on, show us the back. Show
Not
us,
good.
show us, show us, show us, show. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. I like the braids.
Thank you. I like the braids too, but everything else, I'm just kind of like.
Gina did her faux hawk on Friday night thing.
I love the faux hawk. When I had shorter hair, I used to do the faux hawk. When I was cool and.
Oh, she got pictures. We went to the park on Saturday. And look at this. Bella was running, having a good time.
She looks so happy.
Look at that. Oh, she was. She's having a blast. That's a good picture. And I didn't know Gina got that.
Here we go.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 736.
Increasing clouds with highs nearing 80. It's 51 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast and 4 states news in just 25 minutes.
Plus, in the next hour, we want to know what's the thing that the two of you don't do together?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
But, of course, we had a new assignment for Jen over the weekend for... And this, if you don't know, is where we assign Jen a different movie to watch every weekend because before she came to KIX, she had seen few, if any, movies.
So someone would make a movie reference and I would just have absolutely no idea what they were talking about.
And she was getting drool all over everyone's clothes. So we
It was a
decided,
mess.
we decided we'd assign her a different movie so she could play catch up with us. And so this weekend we assigned her the romantic love story that is better known. Where's my romance music?
It's not a romantic movie.
Oh, yes,
Scarface
it
is
is.
not a romantic
It's
movie.
a romance story from out of the past about a man
Oh my
who
God.
comes to the United States in search of love and finds it. Wait, you didn't see the romance of this movie?
No, not at all. I saw a man who was lusting after another woman, and that's about it. And then
Well-
once they finally got together, they were miserable. They were absolutely miserable.
So what did you think of Scarface? Give us your honest opinion.
It was a lot. It was a lot. From the very beginning, I didn't know a lot about the history behind Cuba and immigration and things like that. So I thought that was really interesting how it kicked off with the actual real life footage of the immigrants coming over. But then there was this insane scene in a bathroom with a chainsaw, and I was like, okay, this is what we're doing instead.
That's the romance part.
No, that was not the romance part. Honestly, it was really frustrating because here was this guy who is given this incredible opportunity to really do something with his life, and he is just squandering it over and over and over again. He never grows as a character. He just stays stagnant all the way until he dies.
Don't you think it speaks to the opportunistic nature of man?
Maybe to a point. I mean, it speaks to it in the point that you have a choice to make. Man can go out and make a choice in his life, and he can go in different directions.
Grab
and
from me.
And that's exactly what he did.
Yeah.
He went for himself and himself alone, and he pushed everybody away in his life. He, killed, and he was just an awful person through a lot of it. So it was really interesting to see Al Pacino in this role because I've seen him in The Godfather, loved him in that. I've seen him in Sin of a Woman, which, I mean, when he plays a character, he completely commits to it.
He becomes that character.
Which is crazy, and I love that. I was worried. I was like, am I really going to see him as this other character, or am I just going to see him as The Godfather? But no.
You see
He
him as
truly became Tony
Say hello
Montana.
to my little friend.
It was, and so I love that about Al Pacino. It's really hard for me to rate this movie because parts of it were just really uncomfortable, and I didn't like to watch it in that respect.
But that's what makes it good.
That's what makes it good. That's right. So I think I'm going to give it an 8 because
An 8?
it's not a bad movie. It's long and it feels long.
It feels like you've lived 4 lifetimes, but it really does. By the end of it, you're like, well, can we have him kill the Michelle Pfeiffer character? Just at
Can
least
this
get rid
happen
of
a
her.
little bit faster,
Yeah.
please?
So an 8 for Scarface. We'll let that slide this time.
Can I watch an actual romance movie next weekend?
No.
Oh, Randy.
We're going to watch a scary mobster gang drug-related movie.
Fabulous for Jen's Movie Rehab.
On the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Mookie.
Aww.
So all these other dogs at the park and their owners being pulled and yanked along by them, and they're trying to choke them on the leash, and one dog was fighting with them over the leash and everything. You notice I've got the leash in my hand. I don't have to put it on Bella. I have it in case there's another dog comes around so I can control her in light of the other dog.
Right.
But we don't have to leash her. She knows how to stay right there.
I think Megan's right. Bella would enjoy a buddy to play with.
Shut up, Megan.
That's a great idea. Talk to me, Goose. Top Gun. Still my favorite. Still my absolute favorite.
There she
Scarface
is with
did
her
not compare.
friend who drove 3 hours to go to this and does every time and spent the night with us.
You've never seen The Godfather, Sheila? Please go watch The Godfather. I went into it and I was not knowing what to expect, and
It's
loved
really,
it.
really good.
It's way up there on my list as well. Godfather was
the-
probably my favorite, but now Top Gun is outranked to Godfather. But Godfather's still like
Normally,
right
it's
there.
a guy who says, I love The Godfather. I'll watch The Godfather anytime.
Oh my gosh, it was so good.
But even Jen, she recognized how awesome it was.
Mm-hmm.
It is one of the best movies ever, considered maybe the best movie.
Ooh, Randy got a Mother's Day movie for Jen, Mommy Dearest.
Oh, what a great idea.
What's that one about, Tabitha?
Oh, don't tell her, Tabitha. Mommy Dearest, put that on the list. That
What is
needs to
it?
be
What
on
is
there.
it?
It's a movie.
Well, yeah.
Well, I don't want to give it away. It's based on a true story
Cool. I
of
like
what's the name of the actress? Faye Dunaway plays her. It's about an actress and her daughter
okay.
and the relationship between the two of them, and this daughter who has to grow up in the shadow of her famous mother. It's a true story, very true story. In fact, the book that it was based on was written by the daughter. So now the mother has come out and said many times before she died, came out and said, no, all of that's lies. That's my daughter being a opportunistic blah, blah, blah.
Sure.
So this is what's cool. Before it started, each one of the girls got a number of special gifts, but one of them was light up bracelet.
Oh, cool.
Before it started, all of them had one of those on.
How many movies have I seen now? Oh, yeah. How many movies have I seen now?
4.
I don't know. That's a good question, Sheila.
4.
Or
Sheila? Who's Sheila?
Sheila.
Rala.
Sheila. Yeah, Bella does need a friend. A little puppy friend.
What is this picture? Gina, what is this picture with the ambulance and the wreck down the road from the house? I just now saw that. You didn't show me that.
Depending on temperaments, I think I'd want Shathina or Rain.
Shathina?
Shathina. Because I know for sure we want a girl. Nyx was firstborn in her litter, and she is very, very alpha.
Oh.
Atlas was one of the last born in his litter, and so he is incredibly passive and just whatever she says goes.
We were going through on our movies and bolding the ones that you had seen, but we've missed the boat on that. We've forgotten to keep up with that. Let me see if I can go through and do some. Because we need to put Mommy Dearest on.
I know.
Did you ever see Nightmare on Elm Street Part 1?
Mm-mm. We never watched it. A lot of these are still bolded, yeah. I think they're right, actually.
Once you get down so far, your eyes start crossing.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't see any that we missed that haven't been bolded.
There's a lot more mafia type movies that are really good. I'm seeing on here Goodfellas. It's
Mhm.
pretty good. Snot.
Snot.
It's a bunch of snot. It's not Godfather good, but it's up there. Casino. really decent. And it's, again, Casino's based on a very true story, not a real guy. Flirting with disaster. What is that?
I want to see Good Will Hunting. I've heard good things.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot I watched The Revenant.
The what?
Revenant.
Did you? You did?
Yeah.
About the bear?
Yeah. I don't remember when I watched it, but I did watch it.
It was one of the early ones, I feel like.
The movie Mommy Dearest was based on Joan Crawford's story.
There it is, Joan Crawford. Yeah,
I
Joan
know
Crawford
that
and her
name.
well, you should. She was like one of the most famous actresses in history.
She sounds very familiar.
She was also known for her fiery temper and her prima donna attitude. Yeah, we will have to do Mommy Dearest for Mother's Day. That's such a great suggestion. Thank you for that. That movie bothered me so much. I remember seeing it as a young boy or preteen, and it really bothered me, really upset me.
Why?
Well, you feel so bad for the daughter. I mean, you don't have to be very mature to realize the damage that was being done. I just really felt bad for her.
So what's this movie about? Are we still doing Jeff Bezos here? Right?
No, we are not. We changed that, remember?
Calendar's not. We got to go.
Your calendar. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
It's going to be warm today with increasing clouds, highs nearing 80. It's 51 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at 4 states' news and weather in just 12 minutes.
Plus, in the next hour, we want to know, what is the thing that the two of you do not do together? Whether it's you won't live together, you won't clean together, maybe you won't, I don't know, work together. Whatever it is, you can call or text to let us know. 623-1025. You can also tell us on Facebook.
And so tell us that in the next hour. Guess what happened over the weekend?
What happened over the weekend?
The first Florida Man games.
Okay, so what does this mean? Is this like the typical Florida man doing silly Florida man things?
Yes, it is.
So a dozen teams battled in contests that were inspired by these real events from America's Sunshine State. The games kicked off with the Star Spangled Banner, of course, played on electric guitar.
As it should have been.
And then spectators were cheering on the contestants in different contests, like an eating contest, which involved a plate loaded with barbecue pork and sausage. There was fighting in muddy water in an inflatable pool. They were trying to pummel each other with weapons made from pool noodles and duct tape, of course. There was a theft simulation relay in which competitors had to race while carrying a pair of bicycles, copper pipes, and catalytic converters. What does that tell you about Florida?
I don't know, but my favorite event was the wrestling that they did sumo style while holding pitchers of beer.
Which just seems so Florida to me. Don't spill the beer.
Running from actual sheriff's deputies while jumping fences and avoiding obstacles. These were real events. I'm not making this up.
What about the one when they were trying to grab the cash that was flying around in the simulated hurricane winds? That one's pretty good, too.
So they had about 5,000 spectators come to this. They each paid about $45 to watch the games. And even though being Florida, you could have seen that kind of stuff for free on any given newscast.
So did the residents or the contestants have to actually verify that they lived there in Florida?
I don't think so. I believe that if you want to compete, it was just assumed that you were from Florida.
You know, it doesn't really feel complete without like an alligator showing up and lunging at people.
By the way, the winners did get a prize. The losers got a bus ticket out of the state because they did not measure up.
I think next year they need to have a hit your partner in the face with a food item contest because I feel like there has been
a lot of that.
Right?
Well, this was the theme song for this year's event.
Who puts alligator
alligator
into garbage can?
into garbage cans.
Steals a rack of ribs by stashing it inside his pants. Florida man.
Florida man.
Oh, the Florida man can.
Florida man.
Florida man can, cause he's really freaking high from all the drugs he took.
All the drugs he took. Florida man fails. All of them goes to jail. And Hooters he gets arrested.
Charged with fentanyl possession.
Passed out at an intersection.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Who's blocking the highway?
Who's blocking the highway?
Running in the nude.
Running in the nude.
Got caught shaving all the hair off of
A monkey at the zoo. Florida man.
Florida man.
Oh, the Florida man can.
Florida man can.
Florida man can, cause he snorts bath salts and scares the neighborhood.
Scares the neighborhood.
I was looking everywhere for that, and it was not in there. And it was, luckily, I had it in our songs, but
Wow.
yeah.
Yep. I remember now.
Oh, yeah.
Rain and Dot are the sweet little cub bugs. Rain was the first one to respond to her name. Rain is the one that I've been leaning toward. What? Did you say peeing on?
No. Why would I say that?
Because you kind of weird. You say weird things.
Well, that's racist.
Nah.
Oh, my friend in my life.
Today's the last day you can get free coffee from Casey's. So
Get it.
get it.
Get it.
Something just popped up over there. Does it want us to restart?
It had this update it wants to do for like the past year.
No, it's the same. That's that same update. Jeremy says, don't tell her, Randy. Randy loves telling people what movies are about.
What? She's bugging me about it.
Because I feel like you're holding something back. Mm-hmm. Like trying to tell me that Scarface was a romantic movie.
What? It was. It's all perspective, Jen.
It was not a romantic movie at
Man
all.
comes to America. Man finds successful career path. Man meets girl. Man shoots up his own mansion. You know, it's the timeless story.
That's so romantic.
Yeah.
Wow, when you put it that way. Oh, man, that's going to be stuck in my head now. The Florida man comes.
Mana. Dee, 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 dee. You're welcome.
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan.
It's
It's so stupid.
It is so stupid.
There are no good movies available to watch without having to rent them. I swear, I think a lot of the streaming services are reducing their free libraries.
Oh, yeah. No, I agree.
Big time. If
I'm
you want to
getting-
watch anything of any quality anymore, you have to pay for it again.
Nearly, I would say, like 3/4 of Jen's movie rehab, you have to rent them these days.
You ever watch 40-Year-Old Virgin? We never did that, did we?
No. I feel like there's a reason we didn't watch that one.
I think it was a rental.
It says it's on Hulu with a subscription.
But you have.
You can rent it off of Amazon.
I don't think Psycho is on this list. It is not. Wow.
Oh no, Psycho's not on the list.
Well, we're putting it on there.
Rats. Song makes you want to play Candyland.
I'd really like you to see Winter's Bone, but I feel like there's so many others that we've got to get to justifiably before that. I look through these and I'm like, yeah, there's better ones on here. I'm trying to decide.
There's lots of options.
Yeah, let's do this one.
Scooby Dooby 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 Doo.
All of them cost.
Really?
Unbelievable. Now, there's plenty to watch for free, but all of it is crap. The streaming services have mistakenly decided that quantity wins out over quality.
What about Pride and Prejudice? I've always wanted to see that one too.
Have you really?
It's quoted all the time.
I don't
Mr.
think
Darcy.
that great, but I can
And then they
say
turned it
because
into a
you just
zombie
kept
movie.
bugging about it
I want to watch. I want to watch it.
because I didn't give you a real romance movie last week, you could say.
Give me a real romance.
It's free on the Roku channel.
I don't have the Roku channel.
You can download it for free. Free on Peacock. Well, no, it's free on Peacock. If you have a subscription to Peacock, do you?
I have your Peacock.
I've canceled the subscription. We're just using the free.
Oh, no, I do have Peacock. We got Peacock for the football game.
Yeah, that's what I figured. A lot of people did, not
Mhm.
realizing, oh, there's nothing else to watch on here.
We actually, what did we watch? We've been watching stuff on Peacock.
Yeah, and for about 8 minutes you can, and then it's all over.
Dateline's on Peacock.
We watched a lot of shows on Peacock. It's just they never put out anything good once you've gone through their 5 or 6 shows.
Yeah, Dateline's over on Peacock, so we'll turn that on and just.
I think that's one of the free ones that they actually let you watch for free.
Don't tell me that.
Because there's only about 2 that they. And you can stream it on Roku. They don't stay on the Roku channel. Well, we could do that.
Unless there's a better romance movie.
I was hoping there would be something like leap year related or March related, but there's really not. And oddly enough,
There's a movie called Leap Year.
we could do disaster, the greatest disaster movie ever.
I don't know what that is.
Apocalypse movie,
Mm-hmm.
because the world's going to end because it's leap year and it's the year of the cicada and it's election year and the eclipse is happening and
The
et
movie
cetera.
Leap Year has a 24% rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
Never heard of it.
It's Amy Adams, Matthew Good, Adam Scott. She's going to go to Dublin to propose to her boyfriend.
That's actually a really, really good movie.
Leap Year?
Yes, that movie. I didn't know that was what that
It
was.
has terrible ratings.
I don't care. It's still and it's a romance movie. And you hear me saying it's a really good movie. Yeah, I really like that.
Okay, well then I guess we got to watch that one.
No,
What? Why? It's Leap Year.
maybe yeah.
We have to watch it because Leap Year. This is like the one time in 4 years we're going to be able to watch it.
You're not going to be able to find it anywhere. Let me see. If it's free somewhere.
It's not free.
It's on Hulu with a subscription. Don't you still have your Hulu subscription?
It's not showing up on Hulu for me.
Well, you've got to get an accurate, you have to go the movie title, where to stream on Roku. And then click on the Roku button. The Roku listing in Google. That's the only way to really accurately see where it is.
Gotcha.
Because Google will lie to you and say, oh, it's free here and here and here, and you watch it for free here. And no, it's not. It's not on those.
Oh, Dorinda says she loves Leap Year. Megan says,
I thought it was a decent movie.
Isn't Taylor Swift in it?
Is she?
Was she? Really?
I don't feel like that's a thing. Caitlin Olsen's in it. She's hilarious.
She was in Valentine's Day.
Yeah. I remember in Valentine's Day, which is one of those horrible movies that is literally written and made by the movie studios. And I forget the name of the guy who always does.
Everybody's in this movie.
Who's the guy who directed and made this?
The Valentine's Day?
Yeah. He does these movies like
Gary
this.
Marshall.
Yes. Avoid them like the plague. So he is tight in with the record or movie companies, and is even, I believe, Gary Marshall's even part owner. He's Penny Marshall's father.
Oh, okay.
I think he's dead now. But they would make these movies where they would just cram them full of stars that had contract obligation to the movie studios, and they tell about 10 different storylines all at once, and the idea is they all converge at the end. They don't. And it's pathetic. The acting is horrible. The story's awful. They suck. They're contrived. They're
How do you really feel?
Awful stories. We'll do Leap Year.
Okay. How you doing, Dorinda? Got 20 seconds. Ready?
No.
Ready? Here we go. 15 seconds. We'll see increasing clouds this afternoon with highs nearing 80. Mostly cloudy skies tonight, low 60s. Sunny, breezy, and 82 for Tuesday. Sunshine and 42 for a much cooler Wednesday.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar's not showing anything over the 4 states.
43 in Afton, 49 in Pittsburgh, 55 in Joplin. To get signed up for severe weather alerts, head to the KIX app.
So today we're wanting to know, what is the thing that the two of you cannot do together, for the sake of the relationship?
You can call or text to let us know, 417-623-1025.
Or you can tell us on Facebook. I know for a lot of people this time of year, it's their taxes. You can...
Oh, no. Money could be a hot topic issue for a lot of folks.
So what is the thing that the two of you can't do together?
Here's Carrie Underwood.
On the 4 states, #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
I got new cameras over the weekend. Kazaz. So we've had Eufys, and we went to Kazaz.
I don't know what these words are that you're saying.
So Eufy is a company.
Are these like picture cameras?
No.
Oh, wow. Those are clear.
Yeah, look.
Wow. That's nuts.
You can even see the picture of our friends on the throw pillow.
Wow, that's really good quality.
But what's really cool about these is they have schedules. So at different times of the day, you can have them move to different areas. They're motion tracking. I can talk to them, and we can talk back and forth on them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's this easy. Watch. You hit this right there, and it instantly goes to that area.
Awesome.
This over here, and well, that's not that far. It automatically zooms across to wherever that is.
How cool.
Hi there, Morning KIX.
Hi, morning. How are you guys doing today?
Good. What's up, ma'am?
I thought you was asking a question. I was going to answer.
Yes,
Yeah.
we wanted to know, what is the thing that the two of you cannot do together?
That's play games.
Pl-
Word games.
Wait a minute.
We're both so aggressive that we just end up in a fight.
Have you ever, has it ever broken down to, physical fisticuffs or arm wrestling?
Yet.
Yet.
I've seen a board thrown, but
Jeez.
Thanks for
Thank
calling.
you. Have a good one.
Pretty good.
Line 2.
Hi there, Morning Kinks. What is the thing that the two of you can't do together?
Go to the Lady Bear game.
Low to the Lady Bear game. She can't go to
Why
the Lady
can't you
Bear
guys do that together?
Because her mom won't let her, right? Right, Dustin?
But
Right.
we went Sunday and they played pretty good. And we got to meet Paige at the end. You got the game.
Oh, my
Oh,
goodness.
that's so
That was pretty
cool.
cool.
Did you have fun?
We got a picture with her.
Did you get an
Awesome.
autograph?
Autograph.
Autograph.
Wow. That sounds like a great day. Well, what can we do for you today? You want some Garth? Do we normally play Garth for you?
I think so. Don't we? Standing outside the fire? Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
All right, Dustin,
Have
we'll
a
do
good
it.
one.
So the old camera, one of them had broken. It just won't work anymore. But the other one went into the kitchen dining room on top of the fridge.
Wow.
So
I can't believe how clear that is.
And now
That's nuts.
we can easily move this. Watch, it'll move. This one's contrary because it's the old one, but it does move, and you can sweep that whole area. Keep it. Oh my gosh, keep it right there on the back.
Mm-hmm. That's so cool.
It's not as clear as the other one.
Really?
Fairly clear, but
Are you saying the new ones aren't as clear as the old ones?
No, the old one's not as clear.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
That's the old one.
Yeah, the new ones are super clear. They look great.
The one in the living room had gotten to where it wouldn't move. So we tried moving it remotely, and it would not turn. Kept saying end of limit reached, and it hasn't moved at all. So when we picked it up and tried to see what was going on, it just went off and have not got it to power back on since then. Just
Wow.
hit the dirt. So even though they're rated higher than the Kazas, I've used Kazaa stuff before, and it's tough.
Yeah.
We use it outside a lot, the outside outlets that they have that we use for like the pool pump on and off and some of the lighting outside. And that
Feels
stuff.
like you're just making up words.
Kazaa?
Kasa.
It's weird the names they have for this. So like the one camera company's
Yuffie.
and Kazaa, and our garage door automatic thing is by Miros.
Miros.
And there's more. Ecoback.
Ecoback.
Genie, spelled with a G.
Genie.
And Lutron, Orbi, and Tekken. I have some
Tekken.
plugs from
Tekken, like Tekken?
That's the way to spell
That's
it,
what
but it has a little blue icon down there in the lower right-hand corner. That's Tekken,
Oh, interesting.
and it does not work well.
Oh.
Tekken, they work, but they don't work well. And Google Home recognizes Tekken, but Smart Things and Bixby do not.
Mm-hmm.
That's the hard thing is you get this one company, and one group like Home Control will recognize it, but the other one won't. You can't get stuff that both of them will recognize or function with.
So yesterday was great. Beans and I sat down in preparation for the move, and we went through almost her entire bedroom. We're nearly completely done. We have an entire one of those big old plastic tubs full of stuff for Goodwill. We had 2 of the giant kitchen trash bags full of trash.
That you've been keeping for a while?
Things just accumulate in your room, you know, and then it proves that. But yeah, the amount of toys, she was like, I don't play with that. Barbie, she's over her Barbies now.
We did this for Gina with her sock drawers.
Yeah.
And I went to close the drawer. It bugs me when drawers are left sticking out a little ways.
Yeah.
Drives me nuts. So I went and closed all 3 of her drawers, but the top one would not close. And I'm like, what? So I go to pull it out, and it's actually got socks back behind the drawer. They're piled. And I was like, all right, it is time KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Beautiful again today with increasing clouds, highs nearing 80. It's 55 in Joplin.
And we're talking about the thing that the two of you cannot do together for the sake of the relationship.
Whether it's you can't do dishes together, you can't clean together, maybe you can't even sleep in the same bed together.
Oh, I've heard of that. As crazy as that sounds, I've actually heard of that.
What is it for you? You can call or text to let us know, 623-1025.
Or you can tell us on Facebook
Here's Drum Party.
on KIX 102.5. So I went and finally got the socks dug out of there where I could pull it out. And she had to get rid of. I was like, here, I will give you one of my drawers that I have over here. You can have, and you can have overflow for your stupid socks that you never wear.
Mm-hmm.
But it might be time to get rid of some socks that you never wear.
Yeah. So we've got,
She can be a little bit of a pack rat.
I think we've got 4 more drawers, and then we've got to do her clothes, and then she's done. And then we'll move on to the boy. But doing her closet, holy mackerel. Kids can tuck socks in the craziest of places.
Did they ever get the price issue resolved?
I haven't heard anything yet.
Have you ever, has it ever broken?
Let's ask.
Has it ever broken down to physical fisticuffs or arm wrestling?
No,
Arm wrestling?
no.
Yeah.
I've seen a board. I've seen a board thrown, but another thing.
That's all I say.
My great-grandparents slept in different rooms because my great-grandpa snored really, really badly. What?
This Florida Man Can Story song, I know I've got a different version of it where it goes back into the final verse. I go, oh, 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 oh,
And just
oh,
keeps going?
oh, and it just keeps going.
We have one that we've done like that.
What is that one?
I don't know. Oh, that's got to be you. My page is muted.
Everything's muted from mine.
What the heck? Then I don't know. Oh, Candy Jans is what Megan is saying. Bless you, Megan.
She never-
Yeah, I did. I put him over there. I snuck him over there. Oh my God. No, you can't. I think you're right, Megan. I think it's in there.
That he dumped up old, most of a roll of pennies on.
Oh. I'm 100% sure we'll hear back today. I'll take it. You're good. Oh my gosh, my wedding ring's getting in the way. Anyway. Of course they will. You should have, 'cause I want to know what's going on.
Huh?
I'm never in the loop for obvious reasons. Okay. Oh, Lanta. Anyway. I got to figure out what we're doing for dinner. I still got food on the mind. We've got stuff for pancakes and we've got stuff for breakfast burritos. We have plain old noodles with pasta sauce. We have... No, we don't have chicken. I don't think. Thank you, Megan.
I wish I could see the expression on his face. Picture Hayes, because nonplussable, nothing, just.
All right, we're going to do a seg here.
Watch. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country.
Wanting to know what's the thing that the two of you can't do together?
You know, for the sake of the relationship.
623-1025 or tell us on Facebook.
Here's Bailey Zimmerman.
On KIX 102.5. Breakfast for dinner does always hit.
Mm-hmm. Especially my wife. She makes these omelets that are
does
just...
she really? What does she put in them?
I do a little boogie when I'm eating. That's how you can tell it's good. I'm like...
You do the happy dance. Mm-hmm. Did I tell you I had my home inspection?
No, on Thursday?
Uh-huh. I had it on Thursday. Went pretty well. Allegedly, we're going to hear back on everything today.
Allegedly, according to reports.
According to reports. I finished my coffee.
Yeah, we can tell.
I need coffee. I got a basketball game tomorrow.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, good luck to you and your team.
I'm Jen. I'm 34, and I got a basketball game tomorrow. It's Monday, my dudes. Ah! No, he's not. He's not getting it. Okay. Rude.
Hoping it'll go away.
Adam. I can't believe you've done that. Ooh, that sounds yummy, Megan. Strawberry pina colada. I want to go to Red Lobster. I haven't been to Red Lobster forever.
Where did I see that story about them losing so much money on?
I don't know.
I thought it was on UCN.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it is. Very first one. Red Lobster divulged that their all-you-can-eat shrimp offering led to a $11 million loss for the company.
11 million? Oh, my gosh.
So Morgan Freeman apologized for that.
Yikes.
Could do that. I don't know. They are right down the street.
Doesn't mean that they don't.
Definitely don't advertise.
Yeah.
Ours here is, I mean, it's very hit and miss on the experience you have there.
Mm-hmm.
We used to go eat there on like anniversaries and stuff, but sometimes the service is just really subpar. And then other times the place just doesn't look that clean. And yeah, for it being as upscale of a restaurant as it's supposed to be, very hit and miss. I feel like
I feel like Red Lobster is the Olive Garden of the seafood world. Where Olive Garden pretends like they're kind of more high end, but you're really not.
Yeah, you're really not.
You're
It's
not.
really just fast food with a bigger price tag.
10 seconds. Here we go.
Food-wise, I'm just as happy at Fazoli's. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Increasing clouds with highs nearing 80 this afternoon. It's 55 in Joplin.
And we're talking today about the thing that the two of you just simply cannot do together.
For the sake of the relationship.
Yeah, so you can stay together because you can't get along while you're doing what?
You can call or text to let us know at 623-1025.
What's the thing the two of you can't do together?
We can't drink together.
Isn't that unfortunate?
Because they say you probably have a problem if you do it alone.
Right, and then you're stuck with fighting with your other half. So it's just
Neither
it's
win
just
or
better
lose.
that we don't do it together.
Because when you do, the police are like, we got to go down to their house again.
All right.
What's the thing the two of you can't do together?
Go canoeing.
Why?
It ends up in a battle every time. Like he's flipping the canoe. It's awful.
But he flips the canoe for fun. Don't you recognize that?
Well, we could say it was for fun, but there may be a little alcohol on board.
No.
Good way to lose that alcohol.
That's right. Goes right down the river.
What's the thing the two of you can't do together?
And that's play games, card games, board games. We're both so aggressive that we just end up in a fight.
Has it ever broken down to like physical
No.
arm wrestling?
No.
Yet.
I've seen a board thrown, but other than that.
What's the thing the two of you can't do together?
Dishes.
Dishes? You can't even do dishes together?
What?
No.
Why?
Because I have a certain way of doing them, and he doesn't want to go along with that.
Oh, right.
Randy, don't start with your whole silverware, which direction it ought to go fiasco thing.
Not a fiasco, it's a fact.
Yes, you're right.
You're going to stab yourself if you put the forks facing up, Jen.
Randy, but you got to put them facing up so they get more clean. If you put them all on the bottom together, the food just accumulates in there.
They're in the dishwasher. They're going to get clean.
That's what you think. Not all dishwashers are made the same, let me tell you what.
I tell you what, you go ahead and do the dishes. I'll watch.
Yeah, you would.
What is the thing the two of you can't do together?
You can call or text and let us know at 623-1025.
It's the 4 states #1 for country. Excuse what? No, that was the right one. I mean, you took the right one. That's the old art. Always say.
Last time we went, I had my first legal drink, 21st birthday. We figured we would try again. It was so much better this time, but I agree, Randy. It's one of those hit and miss if it's not good. I just want to go to Red Lobster. I'm just hungry.
Let's
hungry.
see
That's
if
all it
this
is today.
any different.
What's any different?
This.
That?
You hear it?
No.
Where's the oh? And he goes, oh. That must be a different song
Go
parody.
ahead, pull up the Candy Jan one. I think Megan's right.
Candy Jan is the one it is. Yes.
Man, I wish we could type and they couldn't see it. They do funny stuff with their hands when muted.
It's the Candy Jan one that we did that on.
That's what Megan said. I told
I
you
wasn't
that.
paying any attention to
Good
Megan.
gracious.
90% of the time it's about puppies.
You never. Okay. Can you blame me though?
Where is? Seriously? We didn't put Candy Jane in here?
Certainly. Yes, we did. It's got to be in there.
Not in here.
It's in there. You're just not looking.
No, I'm serious. It is not in here.
You
I
crazy.
don't know. Let me see if I can find what folder it's in. Oh. Show in folder. Where is it? Open file location. Oh, it's 0 Candy Jan can.
Wow.
Why did I not see that though? Because apparently I am totally blind. Yeah. So what I was thinking of was this part.
Doesn't care about our issues. Oh, 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 oh.
See, Megan was right. Megan knew that.
I hear that anytime anything about the Candyman plays. Oh, 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 oh. You know, I hope that somebody comes onto this video right at that point, right? Oh. No, that really wouldn't look good.
No, that would look bad.
It would look bad. Lord knows we never look bad.
That's what I was saying. She knew that. You got to scroll up. You got to look at the chat every now and again. You got to be an active participant. Shut rail, Eugene Orville, Red Barker, Tallywhacker.
Hey! Gosh darn it, let's not get the week started off like that. Enough. So, King Charles is going to start appearing on the 10-pound notes in Britain starting this year.
10-pound notes?
Mm-hmm. Eventually, he will also appear on the 5, 10, 20, and 50 as they replace the Elizabethan pound notes. But they're going to do the 10-pound first because that's how much his ears weigh. Oh, you thought we weren't making big ear jokes anymore? Incorrect.
Oh, bless it. All you gotta do is Scooby with the
right now, it's kind of a race to see if they can get them out in circulation before, you know.
Dang.
There is no truth to the rumor that Prince William's been posing for fresh pictures at the JCPenney Portraits Department. Not true at all. Although the British Mint has asked him to send along a recent Christmas family photo. So there's that.
Oh, Jimmy says he doesn't pay attention to us.
Who doesn't?
And now Megan quit. Great. She goes, I participated. I quit. Way to go, Randy. Look what you did.
I did it?
Yeah, you did that.
Oh, well.
No, that is not the OL.
Oh, well.
Oh, my Lanta. I was going to do something and now I forgot. What was I going to do?
Something.
I don't remember what it was. So great.
The International Dairy Foods Association has listed their top 15 ice cream flavors for this year.
What's number one? Okay, actually, we'll go backwards. Go backwards. Okay.
In other words, starting at number 1 or number 15?
15.
Okay, number 15 is Rocky Road.
Okay.
Number 14 is chocolate chip.
Nah.
Number 13 is vanilla and chocolate. Swirl.
Okay.
Number 12 is Moose Tracks.
Nah.
Number 11 is birthday cake.
Yeah, okay.
Number 10 is cookie dough.
Cookie dough got 10th?
Yep.
That's top 5. Come on.
Number 9 is caramel or salted caramel. That's number 1.
Ugh.
Should be. Number 8 is chocolate chip cookie dough.
Oh, come on.
Number 7 is coffee.
Okay.
Number 6 is butter pecan.
No.
Number 5 is strawberry.
No.
Number 4 is mint chocolate chip puke. Number 3 is chocolate.
Okay.
Number 2 is, guess?
Vanilla.
Yes. And number 1 is cookies and cream.
I do love cookies and cream. Don't get me wrong.
The only way I'll eat Oreos, but even that, I don't really care for it.
Man, I would. Cookies and cream would not be number 1 for me, though.
The least popular flavors, you ready?
Yeah.
Toothpaste and orange juice.
Ew.
Lint chocolate chip.
Gross.
Yeast culture.
Oh, gosh. Oh.
I don't know what this one is, but it's just called Terry Bradshaw. Terry Bradshaw. Rum raisin and rabbit pellet.
Oh, gross.
Gorilla glue.
Ew.
And pickle ripple.
Pickle ripple could be interesting, at least. Did you?
Oh my gosh, those are funny. Yeast. Terry Bradshaw.
Hold on. Speaking of yeast,
I want to do this.
Did you hear that there?
Yes, I thought I was the only one.
There's a Twitch streamer who was going to start selling.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell about the one.
She's going to start selling beer
made from. Ooh, gross. Gross.
I didn't even have to say it. You just knew. Isn't that terrible?
Gross.
Like, why would you do that?
Well, she's got an overabundance of it, I guess.
Oh. Nasty.
Here we go, guys. Happy Monday to you.
Oh my gosh! Look at Megan's coming.
Make it stop.
Look at
Make it
Megan's
stop.
coming.
I'm trying to see where it is. Don't go down. It's gonna make you itch.
She made cinnamon rolls out of her yeast. Gave her entire family thrush. It's past. It's past.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Cinnamon rolls out of her. Boy, that bread sure is rising. What's that smell? Mom's making bread again. But the oven isn't on. I know. One of them is.
Oh, that's so gross.
I'm having a hot flash. No, your thermostat's set too high. You're burning your bread. Oh, wow.
Why?
Give me some Terry Bradshaw ice cream. I want to get this taste out. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country.
Here's Low Cash.
On KIX 102.5.
Oh, man. Made me cry. Oh.
Pickle Ripple. Rum Raisin and Rabbit Pellet. Oh, I missed one. Guppy. Guppy flavored.
Guppy.
Can I have one with extra guppies? Guppy ice cream cone. Lint chocolate chip. The toothpaste and orange juice just sets the flavor there. No spumoni. Suck it, Italy. I'm doing this story later.
Oh, gross. Heaven forbid she's an Uber driver with seat warmers. Oh.
Ma'am, are you starting to rise?
Oh, God.
Something is.
Oh, my gosh. I felt that in my stomach. That was not nice.
Blech.
Nope.
Well, that was kind of a halfway. That wasn't even really committed to. It's just, oh. At least commit, you know.
Just toeing the line.
Get a little bit of it up in your mouth where you have to
breathe it out.
You have to chew it up and re-swallow it. You ever do that? You know, and you have to. Why don't you spit it out? I don't know, but it's like it needs to go back where it came from.
Stop.
I feel so ashamed that I do that to you.
That's so mean.
But it's like a party trick. Look what Jen can do. And you seem to have a really good time doing it. It's like the
Thank you, Randy. Jimmy says stop.
It's like the most random noise in the world.
I'm breathing it out.
Megan does ope. It's the Jen equivalent to the Missouri ope. Is what's chewing on there? Regurgitate.
Stop. That's
Cows
nasty.
do that. Cows do that. It's part
We're
of
not cows.
their 4-stomach cycle is to cough it up. Guess Joe can't. Me neither, Megan.
Oh.
That was the funny part of the show right there, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed that. It all got started with some weird ice cream flavors. Chunky Terry Bradshaw. What was the yeast one again?
Oh, man.
That's the one that did it.
That started this whole thing.
Yeast flavor?
Yeast culture.
Yeast culture. Can I have 2 scoops of yeast culture ice cream?
Scooby-Doo, that's right.
Hey, is it all melted when you get it? Because it wouldn't be frozen, right?
Oxygen.
Great. Now I've got an ice cream headache. KIX KIX 102.5, the four states number one for country. Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen.
We'll see increasing clouds this afternoon with highs nearing 80. It's 55 in Joplin.
We've been talking about the thing that the two of you can't do together.
For the sake of the relationship.
623-1025 or tell us on Facebook.
What's the thing that the two of you can't do together?
The thing that we should never do together is pay bills.
Oh.
Yeah, we can do just about anything except if it has something to do with money, forget it.
Yep.
We do not pay bills together at all.
Where's this money going?
And et cetera.
Well, that's what he says about me. And he's like, why do we have that bill? And I said, excuse me? That was your idea.
That's your bill.
Yeah, that is my husband.
Who is this Bill we're talking about? Does he come by when I'm at work?
What's the thing the two of you can't do together?
Get undressed in public.
Yeah, that's probably right there.
Yeah, probably shouldn't do that.
It's going to start a riot, in fact. I've tried to get my wife to participate in
No,
such
Randy.
weekend activities, and she refuses. So,
What's the thing the two of you can't do together?
We should never have a threesome.
whoa!
You mean like for a game night, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Now, wait a minute. Have you tried this? And you know from experience?
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably not a good thing to do or plan.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't like where this is going. I mean, we totally innocent little topic here we try to have, and you guys drag it down to the gutter. Thanks a lot.
What is the thing that the two of you can't do together?
And let's just rethink these ideas before we voice them publicly.
You can call or text or tell us on Facebook.
Or whatever. It's the four states number one for country.
KIX 102.5. Oh, bless it, bless it, bless it. Ooh, my face is on fire.
And they're off.
Oh, golly. Woo, wee woo, wee woo. Yes. Just breathe. Just breathe. Are you going to pee again?
No. There's a topic on Reddit that's kind of interesting. We get a lot of phone call ideas off of Reddit sometimes, but when did you realize you were dating an idiot?
Oh,
Or married to an idiot?
gracious.
That's kind of interesting.
I don't know a lot of people who are going to jump at that one publicly.
Yeah, probably would not be a good. There's some good responses on here. She was standing, it says, she was standing in the middle of Disney World holding a paper map of the park, and she started complaining that they forgot to put the "You Are Here" star on the map to show where you were currently at the park. She's holding it in her hands. This person said, my ex didn't think it rained over the ocean because there was enough water there already. She was shocked when it rained when we were on a cruise. This person says, my date believed the Statue of Liberty was made of green plastic. I tried to explain it was copper, which turns green when it oxidizes, but she thought I was lying to her. She thought I was making up the concept of time zones.
What?
He put a load of laundry in with mixed colors and whites, poured bleach into white, and the whites was shocked that the bleach bleached everything in the load.
Oh, no.
He thought that you absorbed a gallon of water when you showered, so he didn't need to drink water.
Oh, no. Come on.
She thought mud was worm poop because when it rained, worms show up and there was mud. When he asked me how do I bake the layered cake without the batter mixing.
Oh, dear. It's separate cakes.
She says, I was there when my boyfriend asked his mother how his uncle, that he was close to and knew all of his life, was related to him. Not kidding. She thought noodles grew as plants, like rice or tomatoes.
Nope.
Oh, here's a story. Scientists have successfully grown working testicles in a dish that could one day help solve male infertility. Researchers at the Bar Ilan University in Israel produced tiny organoids, artificial miniature organs that closely mimic the structure and function of natural testicles.
Organoids?
That is nuts. Research showed 1 in 8 couples encounter problems while trying to conceive a child. And in around half of the cases, the issue lies with the male partner having a low sperm count or poor sperm quality. So growing artificial testes offers a unique window into understanding and potentially treating those disorders. Because 140 million new people on Earth every year isn't enough, apparently.
Right.
Artificial testicles closely mimic real testicles, and hopefully the babies will closely mimic real humans.
Mm-hmm.
Should we be a little concerned that this research is sponsored by Planters Nuts and done at Ball State University in Indiana?
No.
Oh. Holy cow.
What?
I can't find the full story on this, but over the weekend, a group of teens broke into a Wisconsin car dealership, and they each drove off with over $500,000 in luxury vehicles. And then when the police were chasing them, their way of getting away, staying ahead of the police, was they would break into a house and steal another rich-looking vehicle. One of them stole 6 before they finally caught up with him.
Wow.
When I was a teenager, I played Grand Theft Auto, but I did not live it.
What? What the heck? I'm watching this video of a soda taste test, and every single person is confusing Pepsi and Coke.
What? How?
I don't know. Actually, this mom sucks. She's calling Dr. Pepper Diet Coke.
What on earth?
She doesn't know what she's doing.
How could you confuse those flavors?
You got one right, lady. One. You get $1. Okay, are you going to get it right? Are you going to get it right, dude? The one person to get it right? Yeah, he knew what it was. Good job. Pepsi, the superior soda.
Pepsi?
Yes.
No, Pepsi is disgusting.
No.
It's like this fake, overly sweet.
Well, actually, I drink
If I had to drink a
Zero.
cola, I wouldn't drink any of it, but especially Pepsi Zero. Ugh. Tastes like saccharin.
Pepsi Zero that's what we drink in my house.
If I was to drink any of the 3, it would be Dr. Pepper, but Coke
What
would
about
be a
Big K?
close second. Huh?
Big K.
She doesn't even let me near her.
You've never had Big K?
Anybody know what she's talking about, Big K?
Is that just a Kansas thing? What?
Yes. We don't allow that in this state because
Big
it's
K
toxic.
soda?
Never heard of Big K. You ever heard of RC?
Yeah.
Okay.
That one's not bad. Wow. Sweet tea.
Big K. No, there's no such thing as
That's
Big
crazy. You've never heard of Big K.
K. Only in the fantasy world known as cans.
See, Jimmy knows Big K.
Well,
Big Red.
Now, Big Red, we've heard of many times. Big Red's a cream soda.
You're crazy.
Big Red
RC
soda.
Cola and a moon pie. never had
Big
a
Red
moon
soda
pie.
is a cream soda, and I like those.
There's a peach soda that I
Yeah.
really like.
It's knee high.
Who makes the peach soda that I
There's
like?
another one besides knee high.
It's Big K. Big K makes the peach soda I like so much.
No, they don't. Nobody does.
I had a sleepover at a friend's house growing up, and her grandpa lived right down the street. And so we went to go see him one morning, and he gave us big old glasses of peach soda. And I was like obsessed after that. It was so good. We got a sec here.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country.
Here's Lainey Wilson.
On KIX 102.5.
Man, I miss Dillon's. I like Dillon's. And Hy-Vee. And I would take a Trader Joe's. We were talking a lot about guaranteed foods this weekend. We have deep freeze. We're like, it would be really easy just to get rid of that and get a guaranteed food freezer and just have that. How much does it cost? Can you tell me, or do you want to?
No, I can tell you. It varies depending on what foods you get. Like, say, for example, Candace, she has it, and she spends about $120 a month on hers. We spend closer to $300 on ours, but we get a lot of steaks and things like that. We get a lot of specialty food items, shrimp and stuff like that, all of our seafood, some other things. I think Amber's is around $150, $160 a month.
Really?
Yeah, $250. We just got through doing an order that is going to be here next week. They're delivering next week. So we did our order, and we did it in time for, what was the event? They had a big sale, and you got a big special. They do sales almost every time we order. There's a sale, and you can either get so much off your order or so many free. They gave us like 50 free steaks, sirloin steaks, with this order.
Wow.
If you order before such and such time tonight, you get this package. You know, they always do one around Thanksgiving, always do one around Christmas. And we never get our order in time for Christmas, and they honor it anyway. They're just really great like that. So this one is $254 a month that we just did. But your freezer rental is about $40 or $50 a month on top of that. Ours, we've owned our freezer for like the past 6 or 7 years.
Aren't they like $3,000? They're crazy expensive.
But you pay for them over time, and they are maintained forever. As long as you are a customer, if anything ever happens to that freezer, they replace it instantly. And I mean, you just blink your eyes and it's there. No, they do replace it instantly, and they maintain it, they manage it, everything, as long as you are their customer. So Amber's, the thermostat screen on the front of hers went out. She couldn't read anymore. They replaced it. It took them, and you can spread out however long you want to pay it off. So they took 3 years to pay theirs off, so that the payment was really, really, really small. And we paid ours off, like first year, so that we wouldn't have that part of the payment anymore.
Right.
It has never been a problem, and it's really reduced our grocery bill tremendously, especially the reason they're called guaranteed foods is the price that is set at the beginning of the year is the price it will be for the rest of the year. They never go up and down. And Walmart, on the other hand, it fluctuates like every week,
Right.
They're constantly changing their prices, and it is way cheaper.
Yeah,
we added it up and compared it to Walmart prices. Just their normal stuff is cheaper than Walmart. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 849.
Increasing clouds with highs in the upper 70s. It's 55 in Joplin.
And we've got the Morning KIX takeover starting in just 5 minutes.
So make sure to go on the KIX app or the KIX website and vote for the songs that you want us to play back for you.
Today we're talking about the thing that the two of you cannot do together.
For the sake of the relationship.
What's the thing that the two of you can't do together?
Me and my wife cannot work cattle together.
Why is that?
Well, she got a T-shirt for me one time that said, "I'm sorry about the things I said to you while we were working cattle."
Apparently she takes working cattle very seriously.
Well, it sounds like you maybe have not worked the cattle with a significant other.
I've got to say, I've worked cattle, but never with a significant other. I was smart enough that when I got old enough and left my house where I grew up having to work cattle, that I agreed that I would never work cattle ever again.
What's the thing that you and your significant other can't do together?
Put anything together that has instructions.
10 1,000%.
It says tab A into slot B.
We argue every time because he thinks he can do it on his own, but nope.
It never works out that way.
And let me guess, it's you with the instructions and him saying, we don't need those.
100%, yep.
This last summer, we bought a set of stairs for our swimming pool to go down into it.
Right.
And we started and got it in. I'm like, this won't take long. Oh, famous last words. 4.5 hours later.
No way.
Yeah, because I didn't realize you had to fill it with sand so it will be held down in the pool, you know.
Right.
But the little opening they give you to put the sand in is about 1 inch across.
Oh, no.
And the sandbags, when you buy sand, it's wet. So
Oh,
it
really?
clumps. Yeah, so you can't just pour it in like at an hourglass. You have to take a little spoon. And
Oh,
one
no.
at a time out in the hot sun. Eventually, my wife ended up on a floaty taking a nap in the pool with me finishing up.
She's like, have fun with that.
Yep. What is the thing the two of you can't do together?
Grocery shopping.
No, you know why, don't you?
Why is that?
Because he does not want to be there.
Well, he does not want to be there, and he's all about we can only get necessities.
Mm-hmm.
So I pick up vegetables, and he looks at me, that is not necessity.
So what does he end up letting you get?
We end up getting ho-hos and ding-dongs
There
and,
you go. Those are necessities.
you know, the necessities.
You necessitize those.
What are the things that you and your significant other can't do together?
There isn't anything that
Conjugate
we don't do
verb?
together that we don't fight about. Everything we do together, we fight about.
So do you guys have separate sides of the house then?
Hey, look at it this way. At least you guys fight well together.
Hey, there you
Yeah.
go.
It's all a matter of perspective, right?
All the way you look at it.
So tell us what has been one of the things that you cannot have done together.
You can text us at 623-1025 or tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
We can't tense together. So with this, you will get more food. The mistake people make is they think, well, if we do this, then we won't have to buy food at Walmart anymore. That's not true. You're still going to need certain things
Like?
from Wally World. Like, I would say anything fresh that you buy. Eggs, milk, cheeses, dairy, you're going to buy from Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
Probably certain snacks, cereals, that kind of thing, chips. That's all we ever buy from Walmart. Breads, although they do sell bread that you can make, fresh homemade bread at Guaranteed Foods. But your meats, a lot of your fruits, if you want. Although we're not a big fan of the frozen fruits, even though it is really good stuff. There's a prep time thing that it's too inconvenient for us. So we will spend the extra money at Walmart. It does cost way more at Walmart. The stuff that Guaranteed Food sells is way better quality. What I say is don't take the risk on doing it. And you think, well, I don't want to commit to this thing and be locked in on that. 6-month trial window. If at any time during that 6 months you decide you don't want it, they come and get it and say, thank you very much for giving us the opportunity. And they pack it up and go away. In the meantime, you're not out anything.
Mm-hmm.
Let them come to your house and cook dinner for you. They do that as part of the sales process. If you're interested in doing it, a sales rep will come to the house and will bring certain food items and prepare them for you, and you can try them firsthand. That's what won us over. Well, my daughter, we didn't have it first. My oldest daughter had it first. And I'm like, that sounds like a scam. And we tried some of their things. We would go and spend weekends with them sometimes. And over 2 or 3 different trips, I'm like, I'm interested. Okay, let's have the lady come over and we'll talk to her. And I kept thinking, there's going to be a hard sales thing here. There never was. And you hear me talking about it. We do this all the time with people, and then we never try to push it on them. We just show it to them and stuff. And eventually when they become interested, well, then we have them refer through us. And for everybody you refer, they get a free order and we get a free order. So if you sign up through me, you'll get your first order free or half off or whatever it is, and we get the same thing. So
cool.
There's been numerous times where we've had most of a year paid for from people just signing up under us.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right now, we budget $400 a month for groceries.
You would not.
And we're just looking to, with buying a house and things like that.
And we have
any
to
little
talk
thing
to
we can do to whittle
Gina.
down.
Yeah, Gina would help you understand that a little bit better. But I'm betting, And you would love it because I need to show you when we get off the air here the way the menu works.
I was looking at their menu this week, and Kyle and I were.
Were you?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What's the website you're on? They have two. They have a customer website, and then they have the sales website.
This
Go on
one?
there. Yeah, go on there. Yeah, this is not the one that we use. This is the one they sell through.
Yeah, this is the one that I was looking at.
I need to show you the sales website. Or, I mean, not the sales website, the customer website.
They've got gluten-free pasta and gluten-free cookies.
They've got gluten-free everything, food allergies. What's cool is you can filter by your food allergy.
That's what I was looking for on this page.
You
and I
can't
didn't
see that
it there.
because it's on the customer.
They have Uncrustables. We buy those all the time.
I don't like those. So I've got a whole bag of them, and you could have them. But part of the problem is I had them 5 years before I started trying to eat them. They've been in the freezer all that time because it was one of the freebie deals they threw in. And here's the thing about guaranteed foods. If they guarantee their food for a certain window of time, I think it's like 2 years on a particular item. If during that time you realize, hey, I don't like this, or I'm not going to eat that, or it wasn't as good as I thought it was, this is why they call it guaranteed foods. You say, hey, we don't want this. And they say, cool, you want your money back, or would you like to trade it out for something else? And you can go in for something of equal value, or you can apply it to your next order. You know, we have done that so many times. We got something we thought we'd really like, and we was like, ugh. Or a couple of times the guy has come to the house to deliver the stuff, and he said, did you guys not like this? Because he sees it still in there. And we'd be like, not really. He'll go, would you like me to take it? And they take it. Or there's been a couple of times they say, go ahead and keep it. We'll give you this anyway. And we move it over to the other freezer, and then they give us the replacement item, whatever that might be. Their service is insane, how amazing their customer service is. You know, they come to the house, you sit there with the checkboard, he names off items, you write down what shelf it goes on and everything, because you need that. Once that freezer gets full, you can't find anything. It's just crammed, and they have a special way of packing. Those guys know what they're doing. They do all that for you, and you just write it down on the clipboard. Shelf 1, shelf 3, shelf 4, you know, so that you can find it. Where is the customer? AskGFI.com is the website that we use. Go to AskGFI.com, and you can see that. And it'll show you as a guest. So when you make your order, you go through this page.
Wait, what am I clicking?
What are you on? AskGFI.com? You see the foods over on the right-hand side, the listing.
I see. Click here to view our catalog.
Yeah. Okay. So here's where you would log in, or you're as a guest. And when you do My Food, and this is their current catalog right here. I think there's even maybe some pricing on it, maybe. This is what it looks like when we get this. They send it to us. And you get through all this stuff. Here you go. No, the pricing is not on here.
Oh, but it's labeled. It's gluten-free or not?
Yeah. And they have all these different label things of what they are.
Gluten-free chicken tenders, gluten-free nuggies.
I mean, they have tons of stuff, and it changes. Some stuff's available. They made me so mad when they canceled out their super thick cinnamon rolls, and they did cinnamon bites, and I did not like those. And so I commented on it. I wrote an email. They were back the next order period.
That's awesome.
Yeah. These are the guys, they're with the Kansas City Wholesale Grocers Association. And they supply all of the food to Omaha Steaks, to a lot of these other third-party commercial sites that you buy packaged food from. They are the ones that supply all this. Not the 6 Steaks for $6 company. They do not supply that.
This is way more than was on the other page.
Yeah, this is what we get to see. And this is the complete menu. So if you'll come over here to look at mine, and I'm going to see if it'll let me go ahead and log in. Didn't give me that option. This is what we see.
Oh.
And when you click on it, it brings up all of this. And when you're using their website, which on the phone you use, you can click here for similar or related items to put together a menu. You can see preparation, what is involved with cooking it, recipes and uses, nutrition, allergens, all of this right there. And that's for every item on there. There is a way to filter. We never do that because we're not stupid, but okay. Right here. Meet these dietary needs. I don't see a... Okay. Gluten. And is that the only allergen you had to worry about? Okay. Find products. Everything. And there you've just filtered your entire library. This is all gluten-free items. And by the way, their steaks, I had a Kansas City strip on Sunday. My wife made me that was that thick and was amazing. Their steaks, you've had them before. That you've been over them. We've had the entire menu was this stuff. Look at all this, all gluten-free. We're still going. The vegetables, this stuff is amazing. So normally when you buy packaged frozen vegetables from Walmart or canned vegetables, you know, it's got that processed food taste. This stuff, when you saw it, it's just like it's got the crunch still to it. It's not soggy, especially if you prepare it the way they recommend. On each item, they'll have a quick way and a recommended way. Sometimes the recommended way is the quick way. Blueberries, if you will let these sit out and thaw, it's like you just picked them. Cook them in the microwave, and that kind of ruins it a little bit. But if you put them in the fridge and just let them thaw, it's only whenever you want to. You're not required to do any order, and you're not required to do a certain dollar amount. You only want to get $50 this time, just do $50 this time. We do every 6 months. Yeah. And we need it. We're about out right now, especially of certain items. So our hash browns and our sausage that Gina always fixes, the sausage patties, these, love them. They're like this big around. We run out of those like crazy. And also our garlic, cheesy garlic bread. So they're the big, long planks, you know, of French bread that's got like 3 or 4 to 5 different types of cheese. We run out of those like crazy. This is new, these kid snacks. Here's the grill pack. What? That's not a pack. How is that grill? Summer snack packs. But yeah, that's quite a bit of stuff. And they are all about health foods and stuff. That's one of their special things. This, they have a, this I love. I think we served that when you guys were over. It is so good. I can just eat a bowl of it by itself. Thai style. Quinoa and vegetable.
Vegan and gluten-free.
Green. Yeah, it's a little clunky, their website. It looks really old and dated. So when you do, I'm trying to find where I sign in at, but you click on my food. Oh, there we go. And you can see what I have. At any given time, you can look through your menu. This is all stuff that we have. And I think they're showing the stuff that we ordered too. And it shows what we're spending on it. All items ordered. Previous purchases. $73 a week is what we're spending. $14 per main meal serving. It should have been delivered 3 days ago, but it's not. It's that's not accurate. So that's, yeah, that's what we're, and look what we have for that. This is $73 a week. Kansas City steaks, 13 in a pack. Filet mignon, 13 a pack. T-bone steaks, 13 in a pack. $73 a week. Philly cheesesteaks, which, oh my gosh, they're so good. It's just the Philly meat, I think. Yeah. Macaroni and cheese. 5 meat calzone. All of this. And if you use their deals and you're a little strategic about it, you can get so much stuff. So when and if you guys are ready to do this, of course. Oh, bye. His friend that does that, Jimmy says she loves it. Everybody I know that does it loves it. Even Lauren, she's a little bit bitter because she's like, I want stuff that we can just eat the whole thing out of the freezer. Bye.